Dun, 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 dun. Before they even quit. Oh boy. GG. GG, chat. Alright, let's start off with a little bit of, let me change my title. Magic Find Week. 2 items remain. Perfect. Oh, April Fools. Forgot I was supposed to say it. Is it really GG Todd? Dude, Todd had me dying, man. I lost my mind. 10 rare Archon staffs today. Feeling it. Great. That sounds about right, Luffy. That's about what the odds are. I think it's like 1 to 6 uniques to sets like that.
60 hours stream.
Thank you, Glyph.
Legend.
Mwah. Oh yeah, let's change our uptime as well. Dun, dun. Thank you, Puce. The 1-2 punch. I think what we learned last man versus stream is that I'm Batman. Rachel. Rachel. Yeah, it was like 21 something. It was something around there. I think we can all agree that something. I forget what I was gonna say we can agree on. No disagreeing, we're all in agreement here. Oh yeah, that pluggy needs to be a thing. But I think there could be some compromise to it. I think there could be some compromise, like the ability to drop items becomes easier or more prevalent, something like that. That way there's a better back and forth on it, you know, so I can get the items, but I can also drop them really easily. So maybe a couple less of the non-item things. Whatever, right? That way it's just kind of like more item drop and pick up focus. Worked on Dark Knight for 2 weeks. What? That's a good Honey Crisp. Rachel, try this apple. Make it easy for Llama to cheat. Wow. I mean, yeah, I used plugin to make it, but like once that ran out, twice, because it had both of them run out, I was just like destroyed. Are you barred from night shift now? No, you were very fun. But you know, maybe we move you to the early shift. Todd I was ahead of pace. Sure, but you know. There's just no way for the barb to finish without items. That's the problem. If I had slept the night before, I would have had it. I would have had another shot at it for sure. Yeah. I will say today was this is the best that my ribs have felt since last Friday. So like a week and 3 or 4 days. they hadn't really improved until today.
Have you ever been trying to pee in an alleyway but you pull your pants down a bit because you're drunk and you accidentally poop into your pants?
No. No, that hasn't happened. Good question. No. Any other questions? You know, some people just, they get curious about things, I guess. How did it take me that long to think about it? I was processing to see if there was some hidden meaning or message in it. Your query took 0.269 seconds. How long did I sleep the night before Manverse stream? Like I said, it's been pretty tough. So on last Friday, so like, how many days is that? 11 days ago? 10 days ago? Right, Rank? Like 10 days ago, I got hit in hockey and my ribs, either like cracked a rib or bruised them pretty badly, whatever it is. And so for the last like 10 days, they've just been like, you know, whatever. So today was the first day that it was less pain than it was. So sleeping with it was just, hasn't been great, right? Anytime, because I usually sleep on my side, stomach side. So like right on that. So I don't know, I'd say night before I got probably like 5.5 hours to 6 hours. So it wasn't horrible. Like, it's not like I'm like staying up all night, you know, in agony, but it's just a little harder. Wake up and the bones slowly move back into place. Yeah, I can feel it like kind of popping a little bit. Or not popping, but like shifting. It's not fun. So, sitting up is the worst. When you like are laying down and you have to pull yourself up or something. Oh, I hate that so much.
Help me. I got this. Y'all see, life is the alleyway. Seemingly never-ending, repetitive, right. Dirty, grimy.
Right.
But there are lots of corners to turn towards the cleaner, more prosperous areas.
Right.
The P is human ambition and greed. The poop is obviously childhood trauma.
See, that's what was going through my mind as well. And then I realized, no, he's just talking about pooping in an alley. But thank you, Todd. And the thing is, like, I play non-contact hockey, but non-contact hockey has more contact than like any other sport I've ever played. War gauntlets. Hellmouth. Fresh meat. Very nice.
I guess Twitch is letting me share a day early.
Wow. Mwah. Thank you, Grimy Eel. Even sumo? Well, I haven't done sumo wrestling. I'm not saying it's like whatever, but I'm saying it's a bunch of guys who used to play contact hockey who still have a lot of aggression. Going out, flying around on skates, and not the greatest skaters, and not the greatest stoppers. So, you know, using somebody else for stopping purposes is what you do. And I mean, it's just hockey. Like, The worse hockey is, the dirtier the players. Yeah, there's some really, there's one team that's super dirty. We hate them so much. I got a concussion last time I played against them. Because the dude just came and just like straight cross-checked me and my head hit the ice. He got a double major for that at least, so, you know, it wasn't like that was allowed. But like, you know, that's it. Like, he just gets a double major and then I get a concussion. So it's brutal, man. Special Olympics hockey. We were super dirty. Oh man. Brutal. You hear there are clowns in Dallas. There's probably clowns everywhere. We're looking for the last 2 items down at the bottom of the page there. Wow, already 2 rare legendary mallets. And look at that Hydra bow on the ground. Woo, buddy. I almost pulled a Dobrunsky there. Didn't even see it. I taught the kids stick check. Solid. Some ogre gauntlets. We found some Myrmidon Greaves. Dude, we have found like 8 TC-87s from him already. Not quite 8, but 4 or 5. Did I migrate? Not yet. I'm getting yelled at by Katie because she needs coins. Of course. So I'll move over soon. I'm just trying to like wait, you know, get the slackers to get over. Pretty much Rosero. I just feel like hockey, it just plays out more so. You know, like I've done other non-contact sports and like, you know, people aren't getting that aggressive in flag football or anything. But like in hockey, you'll still get laid out. And if you go up and, you know, touch a goalie's glove because the puck's a little bit loose, you'll get a guy come in and just from behind just take you out. Like, and the refs won't even call that half the time. They're like, oh, you hit the goalie's glove. So.
Not in town.
It's just a violent sport overall. To be fair, never touch the goalie. I know. I'm not saying I go up and slap at the goalie. Like, you'll definitely get your butt kicked there if you do. But I'm saying, like, sometimes the puck's loose and you're sticking your stick at the puck and the goalie puts his glove on top of your stick and the puck. And then some dude just comes up behind you and takes you out. Get off my goalie. So. That's all I'm saying. What? Let's see. Oh my god. I'm not exactly sure why goalies are so protected by like the team. I think it's just because like nobody wants to play. You understand how awful it is like playing goalie and just taking pucks to the body all the time. So it's like respect for the goalie. Yeah, no one wants to do it, so you just protect the crap out of them, right? I heard you laughed yourself out of Manver's stream. That sounds about right. That sounds pretty accurate. Wow, Puce. Why you gotta be like that? 3 deaths of Brutus on PoE acceptable for a beginner? Yeah, sure. Brutus is probably the first tough guy. I mean, it depends what build you're running. If your DPS isn't high enough, you know, he's just gonna go to town on you. Give new item. What's my Merce's gear? Fort, Andes, and Infinity. Crow the puck up. How to attain financial stability so you can afford to pay for your hockey injuries. That's right. Yeah, it's pretty funny, Noroku. I'm probably saying I mean, goalies have the most pads of anybody by far. Also, goalie pads are insanely expensive. I mean, you can get like the cheap version, but like I would say most goalies that are like even playing in the beer league have at least $1,500 worth of gear that they're wearing. Even in the beer league that we're playing in. That sounds good to me, Doctor. Grow the puck up. I love it. Don't know what about you, but I don't want to take a high-speed puck to the legs. I mean, I take high-speed pucks to the legs all the time. That's your job as a center half the time when a point gets the puck and is ready for a shot. Get in front of it.
I am overburdened.
But, you know, that's why you get big old nice shin pads. Yeah, don't turn. That's always the like thing. If it teaches you not to flinch. Another legendary mallet. Holy cow. It teaches you not to flinch and turn, because when you flinch and turn is when you get a calf shot and you just fall. The worst though is when it goes right into the ankle. Oh my god, I hate those so much. Why is it called beer league? Winner gets a beer? No, everybody just drinks a beer. Before the game, after the game, there are beers. Goalies are expensive. Your son plays hockey goalie. You just dropped 8K on new gear. Yeah, like I'm saying, like you can spend a ton of money. I'm saying at least 1,500 is what most every guy in the league has spent, I would say. But you can go crazy with it if you really want. Yeah. No, it's beer league because everybody just goes and drinks beer. Like every single game in the locker room, somebody has beer. Thank you, Rovax. It's a good thought. I don't drink. So, I mean, like, not every single person is drinking the beer, but I'm saying probably 85%. Something around there. Diadem.
Help me. Hey, llama.
Hey.
Please send me some luck so I can find the last item on my holy grail sword.
Mwah! Good luck, Luffy. What item? What's your last item? Single player. Try it. Death Fathom? Oh, that's an easy one. You got this. You got it. I only drink bespoke, artisanal, handcrafted microbrews. That's right. I only drink beer that's got a lot of hops. The more hops, the hoppier, the better. Any good fools today? I haven't seen any fools here. Is swap casting allowed on official server? I mean, you can do it. Probably technically not allowed because it's abusing a glitch. So like technically it's probably against Blizzard's TOS, I would imagine. Yeah, I think it was just lack of sleep. I should have like 8 Grizzweps by now. Probably around like 6. Probably around 6-ish. What is swap casting? It's this. See, now I can't teleport. Hold on. No, we wanna. Which one do I want? Let's do this one and here. So now I'll teleport using telekinesis. Some of them aren't visually appealing. So this is swap casting. Yeah, we do it in speedrunning. That's allowed. I'm just saying, if you're on BattleNet, swap casting is probably technically not allowed. But is Blizzard going to enforce that? Highly doubtful. Their attention's probably focused on their continued April Fool's joke from... Oh wait, today. Did they do anything? Did they announce a mobile game or something? What did Blizzard do?
Fresh meat.
All I want is a unique dimensional shard. Is it too much to ask? Gosh dang it.
Diablo Immortal officially announced for mobile systems. Man. Yikes. Today they announced Diablo 4 and a reboot of D2. Man, that would just be like so in such bad taste. Oh my god. Oh my god. Corona. Why not hardcore PoE week? I mean, that'd be fun. I feel like I need more than a week for PoE. I feel like we need like PoE month. Pacifist, hell, hardcore, man vs. Stream Barb. I mean, that's not even a thing. It's impossible. Doesn't even make sense. It's so impossible. At some point, I'm just gonna stand in town forever. You like PoE a lot, but it's lost some of its appeal. Is it just because the latest league? Uh-oh. Is it another Mars? No, it's a Mahim. Why not MVS PoE? Just mix it up. You can keep most of the same stuff. Maybe not the earliest. It sucks for the most part, but it could be fun. I mean, the issue is, 1, I feel like I'd have to be a little bit better at the game. 2, I'd have to come up with a lot of new punishments because drop items and stuff is very different. You have to also remember that skills are gems and there's passive tree, and it's a very different game even though it plays similarly, right? So you could keep save and quit and stuff. Additionally, all those overlays that we have would go away. Because there'd be no way to... I mean, we could chat with Evo, I guess, about am making them larger, because right now it locks to the Diablo 2 window. One thing they do crazy that move standard. Yeah, I feel you, jeez. So. Sounds like a punishment for Evo. Yeah, exactly. The soup punishment to me was hilarious. It was really fun as well. The slap chop was a bit much for a losing piece to it, but it was quite an awesome punishment. I was kind of sad we didn't have more soups. We only had I mean, there were an okay amount. We probably had like 8, 9 soup. People were just mad I nerfed it. It was literally impossible without the nerf. Actually impossible. But like, look at this. Whew. Ah! Ah, crap. I'm already 3 soups deep. Great music. Needs to be a little bit more challenging. Probably in the early stages. It progresses a lot. But it could probably just be more challenging, like right in that early piece, and then kind of be more consistent at that instead of getting super hard. Because right now it starts off really easy, and then it gets, like, the last 10 seconds are ridiculous. But I thought it was really fun. But I also used to love, like I said, playing that laser game. Trying to dodge the lasers being shot at you from every direction. Right? I mean, we've lots of encouraging stuff so far in this. I think Mang lock. What does Magic Find Week turn into if you find both items? I mean, I'm not even gonna really think like that because that's kind of crazy. I think this week I'm going to stream on Friday because tomorrow I have to wake up really early and then drive to Oklahoma for a work function. And then I'll be driving back, I think, that night, I would imagine. So I'm gonna be gone for the entirety of tomorrow. Like 8 hours of driving. Not looking forward to that. Not looking forward to that piece. Oh boy, Nutzel. That's no fun. I drove from Chicago to Cedar Point when I went on vacation up there. That was more fun. How do people hit level 99 in like 4 days? They don't. Nobody can get to 99 in 4 days. Not even bots. It takes about like 2 weeks, I think, to get 99. For like a 24/7 bot. So most people are just doing that. Cedar Point is great. It was pretty fun. What kind of songs in the car? Well, I always gotta listen to some Taylor Swift. That's a pretty much guarantee to come on. I might find a nice podcast to listen to. Exclamation mark, grow the buck up. Exclamation mark, podcast. But I'll probably look for a podcast to listen to a little bit. And all right, let's go to the tunnels. Audiobook could be good. I'm trying to think if there's like a book that I really want to read, listen to. Wait, we want that and that. Oh no, we want these switched. Okay. Okay, I think that's good. Oh wait, no, I want my CTA. Paddle your own canoe. Could be fun. Where's my tunnels at? There they are. Trying to remember what map I have here. Oh yeah, it's this one. Okay. Come on, baby. Papa needs a new item. And then there's usually a group here. And usually nothing up in here. Yeah. So we'll just check it like that. Okay.
Good day.
Hey Blacks, how you doing, bud? Yeah, I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I really wanted to read. So just not sure. I need to get a book list going again, because I love a good book, but finding the time for reading for sure can be tough. Okay, so we can check in here, I guess. Grabbing that number 3 spot. Get in there. My dad wrote a porno. That's a podcast. Huh. Well, I died at level 97 a few times, but I haven't died at 98 yet. I've also been playing a lot safer since I got to 97.5 roughly. Before that I was kinda, you know, willy-nilly. If she dies, whatever. But we have safened it up a lot. Just because dying at 98 is not fun at all.
Your presence honors me.
That sounds pretty fun then, Bengal. No Barbarian World Record Week? Ugh. Oh god. Oof. I thought maybe Caduceus. Just maybe. Hell Barb Week? Like, I don't think I literally can do a Hell Barb Week until I become a full-time streamer full time with no other job, because otherwise, like, how would I ever get any runs done? Oh, there's some great sci-fi books for sure.
Good day.
Do a Manverse stream to sponsor Hell Barb Week. We just did the Barbarian Manverse stream on Saturday. And it ended as planned. I mean, there was a high chance of loss with no Pluggy Barbarian. I honestly thought we got closer than I thought we would have, to be honest. I didn't think we were gonna get out of chaos. Farming some tunnels, yep, right now. Just had to say, and ancients are dead. Bruh, we were one shot away from ancients dying. I'm sorry if I called them dead on the killing blow. God. Ridiculous, man.
I can't carry anymore.
Okay. Yeah, but I did have some, like, I think I was slightly higher level in the last time. So I think that was something, but I mean, we were on good pace. So true, Hom Watcher. In season 4, we might have to fix that. We might have to fix it somehow. All normal save quits are X, Nightmare are Y, Hell or Z, something like that. That way chat can't just pool everything to Hell Ancients. Hell saving quits are something small, like, I don't know, $500 each. Exactly. You'd almost think Hell Ancients is the best place to save and quit. I mean, it depends the character. Some characters are, you know, fine for that, because they just go, oh, okay. But other ones, it's, you know, you're setting out all those potions and everything.
Where can I take you?
Oh yeah, Infinity's fantastic. So we have one more, we have the Assassin left. And then we'll be done with this season of Manverse streams. Then we'll go back and do some more changes. So I'll probably make some changes to save quit stuff. Probably do some changes for just kind of some general stuff. Try and add, I want to add some more like pulling stuff in. Like I really liked when there was the leveling and stuff. I thought that was a fun thing. Leveling and unlocking skills as it went on. Too tired MF, so you watch another guy MF. There you go. Boss for half price. People didn't like boss for half price actually that much. People didn't like it as much because they were like, well, now I feel like the pressure's on to, you know, use it all while I have whatever I was gonna donate. Just use it while I have the half off. So, which makes sense. One of those unexpected consequences. Another Corona. Rare again. Also, other people were confused. Yeah. Exactly.
Sharing this now because it felt too cruel to do it in the Chaos Sanctuary during man. First stream. Much love.
That pause, man. Verse stream.
Where can I take you?
Thank you, Dave. I appreciate the generosity and the concern. I was very happy we got out of the Chaos Sanctuary. It was very nice. Didn't think it would happen. Well, after the camel betrayal, I felt real bad. You expect it from... I guess honestly you expect it from camel, so it makes sense. Never trust a camel. Can't ever stress that enough. Cannot ever stress that enough.
Good day.
But he promised. I know, man. I felt the betrayal through and through. Alright. Let's get ourselves a nice... Oh, a green item. Wasn't even a C word, but I was just so excited to see something green. War spike. Trash circlet. Nice, Eva. Whew. It's hot. When did it get so hot in here? Let me check my AC. This is... That's the remaining items and kind of like a little bit of the history of the items. But you can see also just on this screen if you look at the bottom. See you, Manamo. Have a good night. I will catch you later. Whew. I tell you what, man. I am still feeling that Manver stream. Huh. My goodness. Whew. I'm like exhausted already. How long did I sleep on Sunday? 5 hours. Went to bed at 7, woke up at 12. I never sleep well after a Manver stream, honestly. It's usually the Sunday to Monday that I sleep well. I got about 4.5. Yeah, it's just like, I don't know, the sun wakes you up. So, usually Sunday to Monday is when I, you know, will conk out for 10 hours or something, but dang, I didn't sleep. as well then either, so. That Bar of April Fools just brought it all back. It did, man. Yeah, blackout curtains are probably not a bad investment.
I can't carry anymore.
My only fear is if I get blackout curtains, I ain't ever waking up. Because I already am such a heavy sleeper, usually, when there's not, like, rip stuff or member stream weird things.
Not in town.
So I already have a pretty tough time waking up anyways. I don't know if I need more. No, Evo. Come on. Time to sleep. Have a good one.
I'm overburdened. I can't.
Fresh meat.
Boy!
So when is the game going to April Fool you with a rare Castus and rare Argent staff?
Oh God, I hope not today, man.
Good day.
Oh, I hope not. It's time to just find it already, you know? I'm pretty sure what will happen is I'll find a blue Archon staff that failed, so it was a failed set item. So it would have been if it was just the caddy, which has the same odds. Pretty sure that's how we're gonna get. Or a triple rare caddy. So, yep, one of the two is gonna happen. One of the two. What happens when you find everything? Well, then you have a party. I mean, at that point you can play other characters if you'd like. That's what I'm kind of looking at. Make some other characters to use all the gear that I have from this.
Your presence honors me.
Best place to get Pluggy? I don't know. There's probably a mildly official place that it exists. I haven't looked in 2.5 years, so. Have I even found any good items? Nope. No good ones. I mean, I found whatever the war gauntlets are. Hellmouth. And I found Alder's plate. That's alright. Thank you, Masky. It was a rough time. Oh, the Amazon GDQ was... That's about as rough as it gets. Yeah, I can get Pluggy through D2SE. That's true. That's how I do it. That's the best way. Yeah, that was, man, I only needed 2 runes. Which gave us a 30, and I did 11 runs. 35 out of 36 times I would have found Tal and Eth in that. It was a 1 in 36 chance to not get Tal and Eth in 11 runs. Crazy. What if I find Tyraels again before the remaining ones? I think I'll still be excited if I found another Tyraels. Because...
Rip ice block. Hello, smaller ice cubes.
That's right. You need the ice cubes, man. You can't have an ice block. Last time I found a unique sacred armor, and I went to identify it, I was pretty excited. I remember being like, "Wow, I'm more excited than I thought I would be." So I think I would be excited again still. And thank you to Shock for the 16 months. Appreciate that support, man. Best option is dropping 2 unique sacred armors in the same game. I mean, you're not wrong. You are not wrong there at all. Should have just used a slap chop for the ice. I'm pretty sure the ice would break the slap chop. I'm pretty sure it would just be broken. Judging by the reviews that people have given it. No way. Wow, Halberds Rain. Alright, that's a drop. That's a drop. You're gonna love my ice cubes. That's a very nice find. This is like the crazy part. I mean, that's like the 5th or 6th to last item I found or something. And I have like 4 of it now. Like the number of repeats on all these items. Wind Force is repeated now as well. I mean, like all these items just keep repeating. It's craziness. Yeah, gross. Bad rolls. Alright. Let's add it to the items found today. Alright. 1 mastery, 2 barb, 2 BC, 1 BO. Yeah.
Join my army of the dead.
If Edward Scissorhands and a plastic injection molding machine made love, their offspring would be a slap chop.
It would be. It'd be a beautiful, beautiful thing. Are bots still at large on BattleNet? Yeah, I mean, they're definitely still present. They're definitely still present. Which is so crazy to me. That, like, people are still botting in Diablo. 20 years later. So prevalently. Like, I mean, it's also crazy to me that RMT still exists in Diablo 2. I guess both of those things hand in hand are crazy to me. Right, like they're not gonna stop because money's being made, but like, and it's probably some of the people here, so you know, don't take offense to it. I just question who is still buying items in Diablo 2? Where it's enough items for a whole site to like be up and running. You would think Mudstone, but they've made changes. They've done stuff to like try and prevent the bots. And they had like a whole season without bots where they got a bunch banned and stuff until people, I guess, figured out ways to avoid. Alright, so they had to keep updating their bots and to work with the newer stuff. Bots sell to other bots to sell to other bots. Eventually a not bot has to be buying, right? Eventually it's getting to a person. How mad would I be if they announced D2 LOD today? I mean, it would just be like... Blizzard can't do an April Fool's joke today for Diablo. It's unfortunate, but they've pretty much lost April Fool's privileges this year. You know, that would just be in poor taste. They didn't lose him forever. But, I mean, yeah, like, what is an April Fool's joke now for Blizzard? A great, funny mobile game would always be a great, like, April Fool's joke. But now it's not a thing. So now, when the things that you're actually releasing are the things that people think should be April Fool's jokes, and the things that you aren't releasing and you would be able to make an April Fool's joke about, like Diablo 2 HD, are the things people actually want, you got everything backwards, man. That's where they're at right now. That is where they're at right now. Like, what do we not have and could be an April Fool's joke? Diablo 2 HD. What do we have? Diablo Mobile. Blizzard is oddly quiet today. Like, I mean, that's what I was saying. Usually Blizzard has something really great for April Fools going on. You know? Usually they've got some, like, good stuff. But I think they just recognize that, like, ooh, 100 defense, 34 life. Right now, they can't be doing April Fool's jokes. Also, what would they even joke about? And if they even tried, they would just get blasted anyways for, you know, Diablo Immortal. You know, the second they release an April Fool's joke, everybody would just say, you already had April Fool's last, when was it? November, September, whatever date it was. Just be non-stop. They joked about Classic WoW on Reddit. Classic WoW is a thing, though. Also, was that Blizzard joking, or was that just the Reddit users? Or Luffy. Valhammer again. I mean, that's it, Scott. Eventually all content, all good things turn into more profit driven than content driven. Or, I mean, it might not even be that exact way, but it's kind of like, because I definitely think there's the profit motive at the start, but it's different when you have, you know, they already have that success and that brand and all that, you know, like they've already built it, so then they can just kind of milk it. I think that's the biggest difference. They don't have to work as hard to achieve the profits that they want. Whereas someone who's, you know, company that's developing and doesn't quite have things proven out as much might have to more. PC games are heading the way of console at an alarming rate. And everything is heading the way of mobile at an alarming rate. What new games actually age well and retain communities? I mean, a lot don't, because a lot of them have turned into that immediate cash, needs a bunch of support. But, you know, I mean, there are definitely games that have, like Dark Souls has a decent community. I don't know how old that is exactly, but they've got, you know, 2 and 3, and so they keep doing stuff with it. You've got all the, like, Super Smash stuff. You've got some MMOs. Kind of. There's some, maybe. They have enough. They have their own communities for sure. Path of Exile. Witcher 3. Yeah, there you go. So, but yeah, I mean, I think it's just because there's a ton of money. There's more money in gaming now than there ever was, right? Like it has exploded over the last few years. And so everybody's trying to get in on it. Everybody's just trying to pump out the next big hit. And so there's almost too much variety, right? Like, what options did we have to play 20 years ago versus today? You kind of just had your main stuff and then a bunch of, like, really trashy, you know, poorly coded games. So, you know, I think that's the other issue is a lot of people can throw together a decent game at the very least. And so there's just too many games. There's more games than there are people to play or have interest in all those games. And so the only places that you really have like that large of a user base are like shooter games, really, in my opinion, right? That's where you have the most user base. And so there's that fight, you know, in the Battle Royale realm right now. Apex and Fortnite and, you know, the million other ones that are out there.
Yes.
Isn't Pendle the best way to do it? I mean, Pendle's also great. This is similar odds, but it adds in just some variety. Exactly, Evo. So, ...2017 had 7,049 unique titles. And how many did 2000 have, let's say? 2014 was 1771. I mean, that's exactly what I'm saying. Like, that's exactly the point I'm trying to make, which is there's so many games. The number of games just keeps going up. Yeah, there's more games released now than ever. And so, you know, when there's 500, 1,000 story games released this year, there's just not enough time to play all those story games. And so, you know, you play for a little bit of one and then you go and play for a little bit of the next one. And I think the other thing is with the advent of streaming and all that stuff as well, you have a lot of variety streamers that generally go through those games. And so they're going to play for a few, a few days or a week, and then they're going to move on to the next game. Because there's always something new coming out that a group is looking forward to. So, Right. I only know about these games because Kylie plays games for 2 days and moves on. Exactly. That's like that style, right?
Impossible.
That is that, like, that's the variety streamer. Ayo! Gold Skiller! Let's go. That's what we're talking about. GG. GG. Yeah, I'm gonna play this one. Gold Skiller. Pog Champ. Soda Poppin' Saturdays. That's where he just plays a bunch of random games, right? Yeah.
Where can I take you?
I mean, there's definitely certain, like, places where people can always fall back on, right? And I think the role-playing stuff, that just has its own special fun to it that really works for a lot of the viewers and the streamers and viewers, right? They really love getting to hear them talk and interact with it more, so I think that's the bigger thing. Hey, J-Mac. Still very tired from Manver's stream. But we're doing alright. How about yourself? Yeah, it doesn't taste as good when you eat healthy Mudstone, for sure.
Good day.
Kylie's probably got like 1,500 games in her Steam library or something. I don't even know. She's got so many. I have like 25, I think. And I've played most of them actually. But yeah. There are just a lot of decent games out there, I would say. Because, you know, thanks to like Unreal Engine, there's so many good engines and stuff out there that it's pretty easy to create a mildly okay game and then just kind of go from there. Torchlight. Yeah.
I am overburdened.
And mobile games are just non-stop reskins of the same game over and over again.
Your presence honors me.
Something like that. I think the only thing I have on GOG is Roller Coaster Tycoon. Totally worth it. My social media button on my Twitch profile doesn't link to any social media. Just my website.
I am overburdened.
Thought I had a social media page on my website. Dollars, support, equipment. Guess not. I mean, the only other thing I really use is Twitter and YouTube, I guess. That's all the social media that I have. Really? Love you, BD. Timeshare site. So my ultimate dream for my website would be to incorporate dollars into it and then have fun little games and slots and stuff over there. Okay, Helm. So people could go and gamble their dollars and mess around with them and stuff. And then eventually trade them in for some happiness gems.
Yes.
That is my ultimate dream. But like, I ain't got the time for that. So, and that's kind of, you know, just like a silly project. It's not even something that I would go and really like ask someone else to do. I feel like, because I think it'd be a fun thing. Give people something to do with their dollars. Cold Skiller, any other mods? Nope, no other mods. But that's okay. Cold Skiller's a Cold Skiller, you know? Pop that bad boy down there. I've got a 12 to life one right there. I have a lot of non-modded ones. I would still need to come up with things to do with the dollars. But what's the baby Evo just do it command? Evo kid motivation.
Do it. Just do it.
Is this your daughter?
Don't let your dreams be dreams. Yesterday you said tomorrow, so just do it. Make your dreams come true. Just do it.
God, so motivating. So adorable. Just do it. Does dollars not work on mobile? Oh yeah, it'll work on mobile just fine.
I can't carry anymore.
You speaking Spanish, Mariano? I don't think Zod can come out of that chest. Can it? I feel like that chest only goes up to like Burr or something. Maybe it does go to Zod. I haven't studied chests in a while. Oh, okay. Nothing there. Good night.
I am overburdened. I am overburdened.
Ba-da-da. You know what? Let me change my schedule really quick so I can just push tomorrow's thing over. Okay, so remember, tomorrow's stream will be moved to Friday instead. And then next week is vacation. So there's no streams actually. To the 12th. Yeah. So tomorrow I'm going to work. So I have to drive up to Oklahoma. And then I'll drive back on Tuesday night. So I'll be back for Wednesday. And then I'll stream Friday as that replacement. And then next week I'm gonna go skiing. We'll see how my rib's doing. I'll at least be up at the ski resort. And yeah. So you don't ski with broken ribs? Yeah, but like who knows in a week from now if it'll still be broken. It might feel better by then. Plus, I mean, I could always just ski like blues and black blues and single diamonds if I wanted, right? Like I can just stay off double diamonds so then I'm not like pushing it into anything too crazy. Is Kylie going? No. I'm going with some friends from work. Hockey, K-Can. Hockey. Your doctor told you your rib was going to take 1.5 years to heal? What? No, ribs are like 3 to 6 weeks, 4 to 6 weeks. Yeah, it's a male vacation. A guycation. Gaycation. Guycation. Bones don't take 1.5 years to heal. Bones heal quickly. Tendons and ligaments do not. That's
how much paperwork do you have to do to go back to Oklahoma? RE the retraining orders. Plural. Do you have to check in at every sheriff's office until you get to your destination? Not within 200 yards of a school or accountant?
Fresh meat.
Thanks, Evo. Thank you, Baron. Happy baby. Happy baby to you. Going to Oklahoma and back in day. Yeah, it's like I said, I'm gonna drive like 8 hours tomorrow. I might just get a hotel room tomorrow night. Stay up there and then come back on Wednesday morning or something if I'm really exhausted. So I just gotta figure that piece out. But we'll see how I feel tomorrow night.
Good day.
We'll see how I feel. Maybe I'll go. I could go down into like the casino at level 85. Oh, nice. Can it drop from the gold chest? Is the sparkly chest? Sparkly chests have different things. Maybe I'll do that, because the casino is like 2 hours away from Oklahoma, so I could drive back, go to the casino, play some poker, get a room, and then do the remaining hour the next day. Thank you, Sly. I live in Dallas, and I'm going up to Tulsa. Got to get a room before poker? Well, no, I want to sit down and start betting, you know, throw some big money out, so then they give me a free hotel room. That's what I got to do. I got to go down to like $25 blackjack, play a few hands until they comp me a room. I won't be going up by 44 or 35. I'll be going up 75.
I am overbooked.
Missed what? What did I miss? Gotta get a room before poke. Oh, gosh dang it. Man versus stream Saturday, in the red by Tuesday. Playing poker, that's right. Blow it all. I love it. Poker face. True, not still. Bound down, down, dun, dun. Down, down. Brum, brum.
Take you.
Could see me being a player on a Texas Hold'em tournament. What's that? Is that like a show? Because I would definitely play in a Texas. Another legendary mallet. I'd definitely play in a Texas Hold'em tournament. I don't do the sunglasses when I play poker. I just, whenever I make a bet, I just stare blankly at the cards, or not the cards, the table in front of me.
Good day.
That's all. He's more of a ski goggles with llama hat kind of guy, yeah. I don't do the hoodie. I mean, I'm not playing high enough stakes for that to matter, you know. I'm going in, I'm putting 200 bucks down, and half the time I walk out with nothing, the other half the time I walk out, you know, with 400, right? Like, at 1-2, I feel like you don't need to be that serious about it. You're just having fun. There you go, man. Do you wear oven mitts while playing poker? For sure. 50-50 poker odds. Right. I mean, there's in-betweens to that, but law of averages, exactly. Exactly. I think a casino stream would be a fun stream to do. We could go play some Ultimate Texas Hold'em or Blackjack. That'd be a fun stream. Just go reserve a table or something. I wonder how much it costs to reserve a table. Let's look. They have it. I don't see anything.
Your presence honors me.
You'd get kicked out so fast. I mean, a lot won't let you film, but there's definitely like YouTubers that film. You know, like they get permission and they film slots, or they film themselves playing poker. Not poker usually. I mean, some do that. Or they film playing blackjack or whatever. Like, I've seen plenty of streamers that have it done like that. Now, whether they work out some deal where it's like they go and get something signed first, and then have the, you know, all right, you got to say the name and positive things, right? Make it like an advertisement. I'm sure you definitely call ahead for a permit. 1 in 110,000. That is correct. How you doing?
I am overburdened.
Have to be rules about, oh yeah, there would definitely be rules about like where you're filming and stuff, right? They wouldn't let you just walk all around and film everywhere, I'm sure. But if you say, hey, I would just like to reserve a table, sit down at the table and set up the camera right behind me, and I'll come play at your casino. Otherwise, I'm gonna go look at another casino. I, you know, promise that I will put down $1,000, you know, and play $10 blackjack or something, whatever. I'm sure it's just a negotiation. Film the cards and let chat count the cards. Man, you guys would get me kicked out so fast. The count's +4, llama. +4. Back off your bet. We're all counting. Every time cards come out, chat's counting up and down in numbers. Let chat vote on what you do. All in. Item overlays don't work with Pluggy. You have to explain to them that chat won't say anything helpful. Yeah, and then they'll look and they'll see my chat counting the cards. We would count, but it wouldn't be helpful. Oh, for sure. It would be super wrong. Yeah.
I can't carry anymore.
Yeah, item display doesn't work with the mod that I'm using. That gives me the bigger stash. Man vs stream casino. If I did a casino stream like that and I had kind of some free movement, I would just let you you guys could pick the machine I play and stuff. Problem is so many machines, they're so expensive. It's so easy to burn through money in a casino. You have to be very particular if you don't want to. It was a grand crown, not charm. Thank you, simple.
I can't carry anymore.
That's the point. I mean, I know that's the point. It definitely makes sense, but I'm saying if I go into a casino with, let's say, $100, you know, I can or 200, let's say. I can make it last a long time if I'm very, only playing $5 blackjack, you know, probably playing Pai Gow, stuff like that. You can get a lot of value, a lot of time out of your Pai Gow playtime. Playing slots, but penny slots, one line, all that stuff. I've got speech on. She doesn't like reading spam, so she sometimes recognizes stuff as spam and knocks it out. So you don't get to have any as much fun with all the max bet stuff, because any max bet minimum is $3 for 5 seconds. And there's nothing where it's $1 tables where you can stack up from $1 to $5 in chips if you want to raise your bet, right?
Your presence honors me.
You got that going on it. Go on Friday before they reset the machine jackpot. Do they really reset it? Greg! Happy birthday to you, Greg. Thank you so much.
Hello, Mr. Llama. Digging the Holy Grail week.
Thank you.
Thank you for the great content and intuitive life advice.
Always, always. Anytime. Thank you so much. I hope things are going well for you. Considering your current title, I'm going to assume you haven't found anything. We got a cold skiller. Just had to do a lot of cleaning. I gotta do some cleaning as well, honestly. I gotta find time to do that. Maybe that'll be, I guess, Friday after stream. Nice.
Your presence
Bum,
honors me.
ba-dum, bum. Yeah, I don't know. It's crazier, Zero. Both ways. Oh yeah, Game of Thrones is coming up. That's exciting. I feel like I've been waiting forever, and I just finished watching Game of Thrones like a few months ago. And I was like, ugh. Oh no! Golly, that was disgusting. Are you kidding me? Stupid cursed. That was almost to death. Ow. Dude, that damage is so high. Not like this, man. Not like this. A tick, not a death. Agreed.
Good day.
Agreed. Whew, that was spicy. What did my HP get down to there? That had to be like 100. Which, when you're cursed and there's a fanaticism aura around you, 100 HP is basically one hit from any single thing that exists anywhere.
I can't carry anymore.
Oops. More deaths means more tick parties. Technically true. Technically true. Technically the truth.
Where can I take you?
Until Llama creates a marketplace for dollars. Someday. Oh, my Dora. Again, I'm cursed with these auras around, man. I don't like it. I don't like it. Who has it? Are you the culprit?
I am overburdened.
Something like that. Probably just do something like get a t-shirt for $110,000 or something like that.
Good day.
Yeah, I don't know why my music is on. I need to turn it off. Amulet. What else besides t-shirts? A llama mug for you to drink your Coke Zero out of. Nice. Cryptic sword. That's right, you do have a BYD 7 bottle. I don't know. Llama plushie, body of a llama, head of an Alex. We could have Kylie make one. Prototype it, see how it turns out. Might be a little bit of a nightmare, but let's see. Greg! Mwah. Thank you so much again for the 10. Wow. Wow.
Loved MVS this time. Just saw the VOD. Even though I root for chat to win, it always feels bad to see you quit. I'm just so used to you overcoming the odds.
I was tired drunk at the end. And we had a long uphill battle to climb. So was Todd, yeah. It felt like it was just chat's time, you know. I'd won a few in a row there, so. My brain quit. Yep. It was just gonna get worse from that point. You like the yellow shirt? Thank you. Any reason I'm sparing this one area? No cold immunes down here. So great level 85 area for me to farm as a blizz source. We did some Pindle earlier. Military pick. And no archers. Oh, there's skelly archers.
Where can I take you?
Right. Nah, well, they're mages, I guess. I guess they're not archers. Yeah, you're right. Are any of the sets in D2 really worth having? Yeah, Towels is good. IK set is good. Trangs is okay. There's some, you know. Mavina's isn't really that great, no. Griswold's is... It's okay. It's not great though either. Like, it does alright if you have the whole set and you're playing like a Foden with it or something, but you gotta like stack it all out. Nat's boots are nice. And then there's a lot of lower level set pieces. Sanders, right, has the good boots and gloves. So. You know, you can find other things like the green helm, the great helm, whatever it is, with crushing blow and deadly strike and whatever on it. That's nice. Yeah, my Venus set is one of the biggest letdown sets, I feel like. Gilly, yeah, William's face, exactly.
I can't carry anymore. I'm overburdened.
Rune staff. Almost an Archon staff. How about Alders? And another mess set. But Alders' boots are actually really solid. So you at least have like that. Alders' boots are really good boots. Everything else in the Alders set is pretty trash. Thesaurus early, yeah. Oops. I think most of the sets work with specific builds, but a lot of times they're meh. Yeah, I mean, they're just like, you can make them work, but overall, they're just not fantastic. That's the... There are better alternatives, basically.
I am overburdened.
Rip. Yeah, and then obviously Trang's gloves, just because you get 20 faster cast rate and cold resist. It's always nice. This is actually like one of the best bail maps ever. I'm loving it. Like, we get some nice early kill stuff. And then also immediate. Like, look at that map. That's insane. Where's my man Ashwin the Unclean, right? That's what we really need to find. Oh! Wowzers. Whee. That was an insane
I
throne.
am overburdened.
How much longer till max level? A while. Still got a little bit to go there. But we're like 35% of the way to 99, which is not bad. Oops. Not bad at all. Get him. The red line is where I started on the day, yeah. We don't go up fast. That's too much water in 5 minutes. Be like LeBron, you're gonna flood your kidneys out. 32 ounces of water an hour. That's the recommended dosage. That's how much your kidneys can filter. Something like that. 58. That's what it was? Dang. Am I the first streamer to listen to Hydration Bot? I mean, I just drink water anyways.
I am overburdened.
Let's see. How much water kidneys filter per hour? It is. Kidneys can filter 7 gallons a day. They can't excrete more than 1 liter per hour. So that's 33 ounces. So yeah. Oops, I wanted to go to players 3, not 1. Rip. Too much. But good job for drinking water still. I mean, yeah, you'll be fine. I've drank more than that in an hour. Yep. That's why you gotta balance your water drinking. You're a little dehydrated? Okay. Meh. Not bad. Uh-oh. Dolls. Curse plus dolls. That's what Mr. Mercy is for. Golzar MVP. Yeah, he's pretty cool.
I am overburdened.
He's a pretty cool guy.
I can't carry anymore.
Huh. Come on. Let's go. Whew.
I am overburdened.
That's so annoying. Oh, I had it set to players 8 instead of 1 accidentally. I was like, why are these guys so hard to kill? That makes sense. For that second wave. Alright, come on, Mr. Bale. I know you got something in there for me. Odds of me finishing Grail this week? Probably less than 1%. Odds of me finding a single item? Maybe like 25%? Did I miss a GC back there? Oh well. Hey-ya. For Kira's. I'm not using Kira's, I'm using Andy's now. %80 chance I finish Grail this week. Not even close. Not even close. Hey Rod, how's it going? But, you know, I appreciate the thought. Players, 1. Okay.
I can't carry it.
There we go. Tyrone. Was that Mavina's diadem? I didn't see any diadem, did you? In my stash? Oh no, that was Griffin's. Mavina's wouldn't go on the front page.
Good day.
Yeah, that's a Griffin's. 1 of 6? 5? Too many. Too many to count now. I just need my 2 items. I would trade all of them for 1 of those items. Yeah, it's an okay Griffin's, but honestly, for how many Griffins I've found, I kind of wish I'd had a better one. Like 1913's not good enough for having 5 or 6. Now my COA is fantastic. My COA is like 3 off perfect. That's... This puppy right here is so good. Look at that. Oh my god. That was a really solid find. Perfect DR too. So most important part. 2 defense miss, which like who really cares? 1 miss on all res.
I am overburdened.
Yeah. And the 2 open sockets, of course, to go with it. The nostalgia hurting. There's perfect, and then there's perfect, exactly. This one is perfect. It's not perfect, but like, it's everything you need. Perfectly functional. But, you know, 148 versus 150 defense, like, yeah, who really cares? Only the perfectionist. Your Sorc struggles with her resistances. So I get res from my Tals, from my Death Fathom. That's got really good resistances on it. Obviously my Torch and my Annie help a lot. My Trang gloves have some cold res. Teo was doing this and he quit because he was moving so slowly. So like there's light and fire, there's cold. Here's fire, cold, and light, right? And then here's some more lightning res right there. Spirit shield for resistances. And then, you know. But if I needed more res, I'd put like an rune up in here in my Shaco. And I would my Taurashes. Something like that. If I find Niam tonight, you'll donate $50. Wow. Let's I'm gonna say let's move that to Wednesday. Tonight I'm gonna probably be going to bed early. I'm super tired and I have to wake up at 7 a.m. tomorrow. Which, you know, for me is like your 3 a.m. But I'd love to find an item right now. Ah, good old Mosers. Yeah, Mosers with diamonds is a great way to just max your resistances, to be honest. Demon Machine and Champ Source. Love it. Unsocketed armor and unsocketed fathom. I ran out of socket quest. So, how long have I been looking for these? Since Christmas Eve. But we haven't done a ton on her since then. We did like kind of for a month and a half after that, but not as much. Thank you, Greg.
Okay, Wednesday it is. If you find an item tonight, or then I'll donate.
Thank you. I appreciate that. man, I hope we do. I hope we do. So far, we haven't found a caddy or archon staff yet today. So we're due one of those. Then we gotta roll it, of course.
Your presence honors me.
What's the point of farming, what, ancient tunnels? This is one of the best places for me to find the items.
If you find an item tonight, I will give you a pat on the back and a good going sport.
Thank you. Also means a lot. Huh? Short warbow. Looked like short kind staff. Looked like it. For a second, maybe. You squinted your eyes.
Found a BERNSP earlier. Here's to your last 2 items.
Yo, thank you, Camfoon. Mwah. Congrats on the burr, bud. That's awesome. Finding a burr rune and a jaw rune, like those runes in single player. Oh, it just feels so good. It feels so good.
Good day.
Let's see your COA. That's not a bad COA. Nah, fam. If you want to see a trash COA, this was the first COA that I found. And people were like, do we even count that? Do we even check it off the list? I'm gonna go skiing. I'd take Tarnhelm over that. Exactly. 1 off lowest defense, 1 off lowest DR, 1 open socket. Only thing it has going for it is medium res at 25. Yeah, but you've got the 15 DR on yours. That's the important part. I mean, you are 1 open socket, which does kind of suck because then you don't get that second burr rune in there. But like 15 DR is still nice. That's one of the most important parts of your COA. Defenses, whatever, resistances or whatever, sockets and damage, physical damage reduce is what COA is mainly for. So 15 DR is still solid. You don't remember seeing an Eth Griffins? Neither have I, to be honest. Come to think of it, which is kind of crazy. Because it's not that... Yeah, the sockets hurt the most, probably. It's not that crazy, you know?
Can I take you?
Is it physical damage reduced? That's what damage reduced is in Diablo 2. Damage reduced by blank percent is physical damage reduced. If it's by a number, then you have physical damage, right? So here's, PDR is a thing, but it looks like this, right? Damage reduced by 15 is physical. Magic damage reduced by 15 is magic, right? Or elements, whatever. So anything that's damage reduced by is just physical in Diablo 2. You found a perfect Eth Griffins? Oh man, that feels bad. That feels bad. We've been going for over 2 hours, Nick, and my experience bar hasn't moved a single millimeter yet. That's how hard the grind to 99 is. To be fair, I'm not farming Diablo. I did do some Baal, so that would still be some experience in there, and here's a little bit of experience. But even if I was doing Diablo, I would have 1 tick. 1 single tick on my bar right now. I think it's 98 to 99 is the same length as 1 to 98, if I'm not mistaken. I used to think that level 97 was slow. I was like, 97 is the slowest thing, it can't get worse than this. But I was so wrong. 98 is like 1,000 times more painful than 97. I mean, I was so wrong. 98 is stupid, exactly. 97, like, you could at least still kind of make progress and stuff as you were going along. And it was a long time, but you were like, oh, it's great. 99 was super easy. 99 back then, pre-patch, is about level 94 now. So all the people that had 99s back in the day, like, yeah, it's good, but it's not like now. Now, like 94s, oh, that's a breeze compared to 99. But yeah, every day I could at least make like decent progress on it. With 98, I mean, I'll go days without my experience bar moving a single tick. We've been level 98 probably for like 6 months now. And I'm 33% of the way to 99. Including most of the time I've gained experience is when I've gone and done whatever stuff too. Like chaos runs. Another legendary mallet. Nuts. The red line is where we started today, just so we can watch and see if it moves up by 1. And it's something that I've just added on so we can visualize together. See it if it ever does tick. That's how slow it moves. That's how slow it moves right there. Or like dream about it together. Also true. Also true. How rare is Griswold's Redemption? It's right there down below. 1 in 110,000 for Meng Song. 1 in 36,000 for Griswold's Redemption. So about the third of the rarity of Meng Song's lesson there. Oh, it's way easier to get to 90 or to 100 in PoE than 99 in Diablo 2. Way easier. The other factor is like you can farm a lot of areas to get experience. I think that's the bigger thing, right? When you're playing PoE, you can just go and do your maps and grind at all these areas, and you're still getting experience working towards that 90 or that 100. In Diablo 2, you have to be extremely intentional about your farming if you wish to work on leveling.
I am overburdened.
Yeah, I've got one of those things as well. What's it called? Info? Is that it? There you go. exactly right, Peace. So yeah, running like this. Oh look, only 1,400 hours till 99 at this rate. That's what I mean, like, you can't just do the things that you do or you want to do and get to 99 like you could in Path of Exile. Yeah, 834 hours there. But like if I go here and do this, come back for that later. Long sword. Oops. Greg! Wow. Thank you so much. 45 hours until level 99 right there.
All I want from you for my birthday is you to find one item from the Grail this week. So be like Shia Lee Kylie from the motivational video and just do it.
Just do it. So, you know, and obviously I had the experience shrine right there. But thank you so much, Greg. Mwah! 57 hours with experience shrines. Probably like 85 hours without. So you can see, like, that's the way to go if I want to get to 99, right? Scissorin just in one sitting. But, like, Diablo can't drop the items that I need, which is kind of silly. That the name of the game, the ultimate prime evil, I guess Baal when you get Count Lord Destruction, but, you know, let's ignore that for a second. Or going after here. And, nope. Cows are awful experience. Cows are level 84? 81? 81, I think. 84 or 81. They're, whatever they are, they're terrible. I would get 0 experience. Which one is it? 84? Good for runes, terrible for experience, yep. Am I making every rune word? No, because Last Wish would be super annoying to make. If I, like, start getting runes and stuff as I go along, I might, but I'm playing for every item, not every rune word right now.
I am overburdened.
Everything except Last Wish, that knocks out a lot of the jaws. There's still like 14 burrs that I need or something though. There are burrs used in like every rune word, it's crazy. So I have the Zod
Good day.
and the Cham. I've got a lot of lows and Vex and Ohms. So I'm probably good there. Ist and Mouse. I need more Ist because I'm using all my Ist runes for magic find stuff. But the big thing would be Jaws and Birds. I think I'm just going to be way short on those. Well, I have 3 Cham, so I have Zod, just not quite in Zod form yet. That is all. Cham, wow. Can Tal's chest drop? Yeah, any item can drop in here. Every single item in the game. One Sand Raider in Hell is like 39k experience. I don't think it's working. So what you have to note is all the penalties, and this is why it's such a pain in the butt. So a Sand Raider is 39,000 experience, let's say. But because I am greater than 10 levels away from it, since 98, no monster is higher than 88. Right? Because everything is 85. Bosses and their minions would be 88. So I am 10 levels higher, which means every single monster I kill, I am getting 5% experience just because I'm greater than 10 levels away. That's just how the formula works. If you're within 5 levels, it's all good. 6 is less, 7, 8, 9, and 10 plus is basically no experience gained. So every monster I get 5%. Additionally, at level 99, there is, I get a penalty just for being level 99. And that penalty is, let me see, it's so ridiculously small. By 98, sorry, excuse me. 98. No, that's not what I want. Penalty chart. What is it? Diablo 2 leveling penalty. Experience. I get 0.59% of all experience gained. That is the penalty at level 98. Whereas at like level 79, I get 53%. At level 70, I get 95%, right? So at level 69 and below, you get 100% of that experience. So you get that full 39,000. Then as you start going up, it goes, you know, progressively down. 50% but at 79, 25% at 85, 6% basically at level 90. And at level 98, I get 0.59% of 5% of 39,000. So a 39,000 Sand Raider times 0.05 times 0.059 is 11.5 experience. So that is how much experience I get for killing a Sand Raider that gives 39,000 experience. I get 11. And I need still almost 200 million. Welcome to Diablo 2 leveling. Sacred Armor. and why it is one of the stupidest things to exist. I get 11 experience. Not 11,000. 1,100. 11. In the latest version, you can like edit the layout of it, DJ. Yep.
I am overburdened.
When did Ancient Towns replace Pindleskin runs? I mean, they're similar in their drop odds, basically. So I run them for variety. Better than 10. I mean, at that point, not much difference between the two. So Nilithak is the only monsters that I get experience from. Everything is going to have that 0.59% penalty applied to it. But beyond that, the only monsters I get experience from are Diablo, Baal, and Nilithak. That's it. Those are the only 3 places that I am going to get experience. And not even like their minions and all that stuff, like just those 3 dudes. Because they are less than 10 levels apart, right? So they're all within that 5 actually of 98. So I get the 100% experience. So if Baal gives, you know, 1,000,000 experience, I get 100% of that. So I get 1,000,000 times 0.59. So I still get the massive penalty there. But, you know,
Presence honors me.
it's something. And whenever you die, yeah, dying hurts a lot. So, like I said, it's just stupid. Yeah, and so Nilithak is like we said, great for experience, but the problem is there's the bugged vipers down there. How are they bugged, you say? Well, they have their poison clouds deal physical damage. They're physical damage. So it's a bug in the code. They forgot to change a value basically. And so rather than doing their poison damage as like a dot over time, they do all their physical damage every single hit. Every single tick of the poison damage. So it's really stupid. So you can die like literally just, if you take like a couple steps, you're just dead. It's so insane. Right, so sometimes you just have to stand still to like avoid it. That can help, but not worth it to me. I'd rather do chaos runs. And you still have your dangers of doing chaos runs, right? Because it's not foolproof. The Sace can be pretty nasty, and monsters around there, like, there's definitely a chance of death.
I am overburdened.
But yeah. Yep.
I can't carry anymore.
Good luck. Thank you, Wilderun. Appreciate that. There's a clip on Twitch of a level 98 hard down. H-in on hardcore dying instantly to the Vipers. Do you have that clip? If you have it, send it to me. Am I doing right SGDQ? Yeah, let me do... I'm going to open up a page for SGDQ because I have to like register and say, yes, I'm going to accept it. Plus, you gotta deal with like corpse explosion stuff as well down there. I'm either doing the Necro or Paladin to be voted on, I'm pretty sure, by chat. They marked both of them, so I'm guessing they'll just do a bid incentive for it. For which one actually runs. Not Hell Barb, nope. I know.
Good day.
Try using Monsters Rest in Peace ring for Nilithak. Didn't work as well as you'd like. Yeah, it's something. It's just, Nilly's just tough, man. He's just so tough. I feel like you gotta practice him a lot. So that's my like biggest thing is I don't run enough Nilithak where I would feel comfortable just jumping over to Nilly here. Because I'd have to take a few deaths to learn it all, right? Hell Necro and farm and Zodoff Countess, that's right. You know it.
I am overburdened.
Yeah, I've done, I think this is my 5th GDQ. Maybe it's my 6th.
Presence honors me.
I guess 6th if you count Express. I did AGDQ, SGDQ, skipped the next AGDQ, and I did that SGDQ, then the AGDQ, skipped the SGDQ, Express, and then AGDQ, and now SGDQ. Is that 6 I said, maybe? What if they stop D2 in the future? I mean, then we've had a good run. We've been more than blessed, honestly, to have them running GDQ or like continually invited back. We've been more than lucky. Because, you know, it's one of the longer games that they run. And not the longest, but it definitely fits in the longer section. And there's a lot of games that they could be running in there and switching it up with, you know, more variety or saying no more D2 for now. So I'm not saying there aren't worse ones. I always feel like the Diablo runs to me do pretty well and are in, you know, the better runs. I'm slightly biased because it's my run and it's Diablo 2 runs, but I'm always pretty happy with it there. But, you know, I could definitely see them going, nah, you know, enough's enough. Like, we've had Diablo 2 for years here.
I am overburdened.
We're ready to move on and have Fortnite speedrunners instead or something. My only hope is that they'll let in a hell run sometime. That's my only real hope. Even a nightmare run would be cool. I guess I did do a nightmare run for the pre-GDQ last time, and that was cool. I was actually on world record pace for the hell run when I finished nightmare, and I was like, I gotta stop here because the run's over, but dang. It was such a good run. But I would love to have a Hell Assassin run there. I think that would be a fantastic run. Hell Paladin could also be kind of fun. No Hell Necro for sure. No Hell Amazon because runes. But
I am overburdened.
But Hell Assassin would just be fantastic. Because she runs really smoothly. She doesn't stop for farming really at all. You can go straight through with no bail run
Hell
stuff.
Barb run. That would end make it for sure.
Hell Barb run, never. Hell Sorceress would obviously be great and be probably one of the... Like, Hell Sorceress would definitely be a great character. I think the Assassin's a little more fun to watch in terms of, like, for a newbie. Because I think that the Hell Sorceress is just going to move too quickly for a lot of people. And it moves too quickly, like, the whole time. So for that reason, I'd say... We got in this Colossus Blade. Ew. 3 open sockets. But, you know. Overall, any Hell run would be really great. But yeah, exactly. Diablo 2 is not a gimmicky run, so it doesn't have as exciting things in it. Because, well, you don't get to go through all the, like, really exciting gimmicks. And remember, kids, how it used to take you 20, hours to get past this boss? Well, watch this. I just jump right here and the boss falls off the edge and he's dead. Like crap like that. Like, we don't have any cool things like that. It's there for nostalgia and for just a skillful run. That's what Diablo 2 speedrunning is. So, you know. But a Hell run, and that's why I think a Hell run would be better, because, the skill on a normal run, just to finish a normal run casually is medium, I mean, when you're definitely pushing for like world record times, there's a lot of skill involved. But overall, it's still pretty medium. Have I read the Diablo books? No, just the like guidebooks. But a Hell run has so much like skill involved and required, and you get to see more items, you get to see more of that like weird decision making. What percent does experience try and give me? It gives me 50% more. So if I get 11.5% experience or 11% experience, I now get 17.5 experience. That's what it gives me. Ocarina of Time 8% still fun to watch, but it's repetitive. There's no real change between years or runs. Yeah. I don't like the any percent run in Ocarina of Time. Because it's just like... I don't like short runs. Short any percent runs, honestly, for a lot of games. There's not enough room for mistake and things like that, whereas like, the 100% run, there's still some room for different routes, there's room for mistakes, there's room for, all sorts of stuff like that. The credit warp, yeah, there you go. Game over.
Where can I take you?
It's mostly cutscenes at this point. Pretty much, yeah. I do like Super Metroid any percent. But once again, that's because it's more of a... I don't know, it's less glitchy, right? Like, any percent games that are skill, I think are pretty fun. Any percent games that are just like warping to end bosses, I think is extremely cool. That it was like the science and everything that went into figuring all that out is amazing. And I love that they did that and that it exists. But like, after I watch it once, I don't need to see it again. That's good,
Good day.
Is there a D3 speedrun? Yeah, but it's not very fun because, well, It's not a great fun experience. That's the problem with games now for a lot of that stuff, like Diablo and all that, whatever. The leveling experience is so just like, whatever, who cares, move on, it's all about endgame. That they just kind of breeze through all that. So it makes for not great speedrunning stuff. Oh, hello. Oh yeah, I mean Diablo 2, that's what I say, even in a normal Diablo 2 run, you get a ton of variety. But the biggest thing is, in a Diablo 2 normal run, let's say I was running a normal assassin, I could finish a normal assassin sub 2 hours fully naked. So like, you know, all the like items and all the, it doesn't mean as much, right? Whereas like, I wouldn't be able to finish it in speedrunning form fully naked through hell. I could definitely go through hell naked, but it would take a little bit. The assassin's naked, not me. Come on. So that's the thing, is like, it gets more exciting because now you're getting like, oh dang, I just found this ring that's got 20 light res, 25 cold res on it. That's sick.
Good day.
You know? Or, wow, I found Hisara's boots. I mean, those are also PogChamp on a normal run, I suppose, but you know, you're going to get faster run walk boots on a hell run, I guess. So you get to experience that more often, whereas like, how many times do you get Hisara's boots or fast run walk boots on a normal speed run? 1 in 30? 1 in 20 to get a 20 plus fast run walk? Just another legendary mallet. Is PoE good for speedrunning? It's not bad. I liked PoE speedrunning. The biggest thing is it Warhammer again.
I am overburdened.
The biggest thing with speedrunning PoE is it's always changing, right? Because they're always doing stuff with the leagues, so that's changing stuff. I've done some PoE speedrun stuff. So there's some VODs of me going through it. It's still somewhat fun. Because it didn't get too crazy. Right, I think that was the biggest thing. I mean, it gets crazy, but I mean, it's not like, you're not like one hit killing everything, so it makes the game still challenging to speedrun. It's not like it gets where it's end game. It's summer games done quick.
Good day.
With the new Storm brand? I don't know what Storm brand is. Are you conditioned to get excited when you see uniques? I mean, I'm conditioned to not get excited when I see uniques, unless it's the one I need. GamesDoneQuick.com. There you go. And like, I already know what every item is in this game. You know, while it's still unidentified. So I can immediately recognize, so it's less the unique and more the if it's unique and Corona, unique and died, whatever, then I'll get more excited, right? So there's just a lot of trash uniques and sets in this game that, one, I already have, and two, Well, they're just trash anyway, so nothing to get that excited about. Such as that. Nice little light plate. The good old guided arrow nerf. I mean, she needed it. Dueling in Amazon was like the most annoying thing ever. Another legendary mallet. Those are just insane right now. Non-stop dropping them. Shaco. Any item I still get hyped to see besides the last two? I mean, yeah, I still get hyped to see a lot of cool items. Any TC-87, not any. Any of the bigger ones, I'd say, right? So your Death Fathom, your Wind Force, Tyraels, obviously, COA, Griffins, Astrians, Unearthed Ones. I don't really get excited about Shadow Dancers or Steel Wrens or anything like that anymore. Just because we have so many of those. So yeah, there's still some stuff. Love it, Snow. Nope. From a town chicken? I have never heard of this before. I'm gonna need a source on that. You want me to believe in those lies? Huh. Very old April Fool's joke. Ah, that makes more sense. Sounds like a good April Fool's joke to put out there. Did I play D2 beta before it launched? No. I was not in the beta. I played Diablo 2 probably starting around 2001 or 2002. So I started back in the LOD days, basically. Gonna stream, go through the whole list. Oh yeah, we'll do that, Sunny, for sure. I mean, I was only 10 when it came out, so I didn't even really know about Diablo until I went to my friend's house and his dad was like, hey, let's all play this. So we all played and it was so fun. We all got super addicted. Super, super addicted. Playing for 20 years. Feels old, right? Feel ya. I feel ya.
Your presence honors me.
Dun, dun. What do you think you'd be doing if it wasn't for that D2 experience at my buddy's? Oh, that's a good question. Do I think I can answer any D2 trivia question? No, not at all. I know like zero lore in this game. I do not pay attention to the story whatsoever. King Lyric and something, Diablo guy shoved it in his head, you know, he's going east and we're chasing him and whatever. I don't play anything for the plot. Looking for bail? That's right.
I am overburdened.
Still remember the D3 launch when everything broke? The servers were messed up and nobody could get on. I remember that.
I can't carry it.
I wasn't even trying to get on. I just remember everybody blowing up about it.
I am overburdened. I am overburdened.
Yeah, what would I do if I hadn't started playing Diablo 2 there at my buddy's place? I don't know if I have a good answer.
Where can I take you?
Golfing, archery, pool or something. Yeah, I mean, I definitely go and do things like that, but I wonder if I would like what I would pick up for a side thing, you know, besides my job, right? Like I would do my job and something else. What would that be? I don't know.
I am overburdened.
Make a cool site like Rate My Poo. Seems like a great site.
I am overburdened.
Ugh, that's so gross. Have you ever been given what time I'll be running? I don't think they've released the schedule yet for SGDQ. Was even Twitch at that point? I mean, I'm not saying back then. I'm saying if I had never played Diablo 2, would I have become a
I am overburdened.
streamer? And been able to have any success at it. You know, I tried to do StarCraft and I failed there, so. So that's what I'm wondering. What would have changed there? You got a crown today? Ouch. I think you have at least found out about Twitch. Well, like I said, I tried to be a StarCraft 2 caster, streamer, or whatever, personality for a year and a half before I did Diablo. Not even before that. This was back in college. And, you know, I did it for a year and a half, didn't go anywhere, so I said, all right, not for me. I guess streaming isn't my thing. And then I put it down for like 3 years, and then I saw someone speedrunning Diablo 2, and I was like, huh, that'd be fun to try.
I am overburdened.
And then all from there. So. StarCraft 2 has so many casters' personalities. The same guy's been prominent for so long. Yep. Did I look up Artosis? I mean, I've always loved Artosis. Gotta. So, yeah, you know, and I don't think I was ever expecting to, like, become Artosis or anything. But I thought it'd be cool if I could just, you know, be a caster that they, you know, could be flown out to a tournament. Cast at a BlizzCon someday, something like that. So I started doing my stuff around the same time that Husky started his stuff. We both started casting around similar times. And I was like, wow, I know way more about this game than he does. Because I was a Masters StarCraft player and he was probably like a Platinum level player at that time. So I was like, aw, yeah, like, this will be easy. And then Husky blew up and became massive. And I didn't go anywhere. And I had to be like, maybe I'm not as good at this as I was hoping.
I am overburdened.
Well, thank you, Thunder. I mean, I really love it, you know. But, I don't know. It's tough, in my opinion, to get into, like, StarCraft casting. Like, it was so much work. I was putting in so much work on it. And like you said, there's just so many personalities that you just basically have to go around and do whatever casting of it. Like, you're just like going to any small tournament that has like a $10 prize pool, and you're like, hey, can I cast for you? Just to get exposure, so somebody will say, oh yeah, I liked Mr. Llama casting in the $10 tournament to the 20 viewers. Like, that was like your scene all the time. I can see you casting a fighters, well, like a fighting game. Jobs that people want to do is to validate the work for free or pretty tough to get into. Yeah, I mean, that's true. Did he? Wow, yeah, I haven't seen Husky in years. He married that other YouTuber who was more successful than him and then was like, alright, I'm outie. See ya. My sports casting is also good. Oh, thank you. So like I did casting stuff, like Zombie Grub and stuff. She was on my team because I also was a team owner. So like Zombie was on my team, Neeb was on my team. I did stuff with Fear Dragon. And you know, we were all in similar spots there. They just, they were much more, they continued with it, right? After a year and a half, I was like, all right, I'm not going anywhere. And they continued, and they kind of started to get somewhere with it, so. Yeah, Neeb was 14, 15 when he joined my team, I think. He wasn't near as good back then. I mean, he was still like top 30, you know, Grandmaster NA. So it's not like he was bad, but he wasn't, you know, top NA player. They might have already sold out of tickets, Sonny. You'll have to like double check that. They sell out of tickets really quickly. It's kind of insane. But it is a great event. So I do hope you can get a ticket. Some casters move on to games that are more popular and mainstream. I feel like that doesn't happen that much, to be honest. Like, I really can't think of many casters, if any, that, you know, like Artosis, they always stayed StarCraft. And, you know, like, all the Dota guys stay Dota. The StarCraft guys stay StarCraft. How bad is the smell at GDQ? you know, it's not amazing, but it's not horrible. Panzier's relative popular CSGO who switched to PUBG. Okay, so you might have some switching in like shooting games. I feel like that's easier to switch over in a shooter than it is in like a strategy game or something. Overwatch, StarCraft. Wait, who was Doa? I didn't even know him in StarCraft. So, you know. Definitely some guys, but I feel like a lot of casters stick within the game that they... Oh, okay, a GSL caster. Gotcha. Do you go to TwitchCon? I won't be going this year. I'm gonna be in Italy during TwitchCon this year. I'm gonna do it as an Apex caster. And, oh, I didn't even see that guy there right there that he killed. All right, well, he killed the guy, so that's good. Shaco. Yep, going back to my home country. Getting back to my roots. Family trip. So yeah, honestly, I would love to like get into more casting. I'd done some Dota casting, just kind of randomly. It was pretty tough because I didn't know like all the new, or some of the new, it was right after a patch update. So like whichever one, 7-11, whichever one they did that was like massive updates recently. So I was like, and I don't even know what this new skill is. Brewmaster's completely reworked, so he's doing stuff. Auto chest caster, a little slower. Honestly, I think it'd be fun to do like Brood War casting. But, you know, is that jumping into too dead of a game? Right. That's always something to like consider when looking at doing casting of stuff and whatnot. Like, I love Brood War, but at this point, Tastosis, they got it locked up for any of that stuff. There's a couple, you know, other dudes there that are GSL. Maybe I could go replace Wolf. Another rare Shaco. Did I feel tempted to start again when Brood War Remastered came out? A little bit. A little bit. It's doing almost better than ever. Yeah, it's definitely been... It's doing decent. I don't know if it's better than ever. Probably not better than Boxer Flash era, but... I think it's doing better than, you know, recent years prior. But yeah, it's just hard to cast a game that you're not playing every day either, you know? Like, I could cast Diablo 2 all day. Not really a great casting game, though.
Where can I take you?
Pretty, sad first day here. Yeah, it is. It is. PvP League. Could be fun. Another legendary mallet. Nuts. People just use JSP. Sounds about right. Yep, and you'll never balance against those people. One dude will walk in with all 45 lifers and perfect gear and you just go, all right, well, that's the end of that. Exactly.
Good day.
Casting as live commentary, right. Over a game, though, instead of like me playing it, it would be watching people play it and then adding commentary on top. Like a sportscaster, broadcaster, right?
I am overburdened.
Would you have moved to Korea to be in the same position as Taste? I mean, I would totally if I had that like contract on lock, kind of, you know. That'd be the thing, though. I'd need to have that thing first. Probably cast as well, BYD. Thank you so much, FN Peter. Mwah. Appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, they've been working hard to get there, so exactly. Exactly. That's one of those, you know, you gotta love it and want to do it every day. Right, like, you have to love, and that's the same thing that I say for any Twitch streamer as well, right? Like, if you want to become a successful Twitch streamer, you can't just go into streaming going, yeah, I want to be a successful Twitch streamer. You got to go into streaming saying, man, I love playing video games or specific games, Diablo 2, whatever it is, every single day, so much that I could speedrun this thousands of times and I'd still enjoy it. If you can do that, you'll be in a much better spot. Otherwise, you're just gonna sit there and go, ah, man, well, now I'm bored. Right, I wanna stream 1 hour a month and have 1 million viewers, and or you just get frustrated because you get burned out so quickly.
I am overburdened.
And you're sitting there just waiting for the viewers to show up. And it's like, yeah, you see it happen all the time. Desyncy pallies is my least favorite part of PvP in Diablo 2. There's more Broodware content than they can cast. Yeah, I mean, I just don't think that there's a lot of, I don't want to say profit, but like enough whatever for the amount of work I would have to put in. Viewership and things like that. I feel like there's a lot of people that are working trying to cover that, you know, that small that amount of content there. So I would have to commit a lot of energy and time that I don't have. Never know until I try. I mean, I tried StarCraft 2 and that failed. Can look at StarCraft 1. I'd have to figure out first where to get all the good games to cast. Alright, like I said, I have to wake up tomorrow at 7 a.m. Oh, I love Brood War. It's so interesting to watch. So, we're going to have short stream here today to start off World Record Week. Off tomorrow, but we'll be back on Wednesday. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and maybe some Saturday. For some hardcore Magic Find Week. We're going to put some good hours in on each of those days there. Try and get another at least like 25 plus hours this week of magic finding. And hopefully we can find an item. We didn't even get a tick today. Brutal. Brutal. Oh well. Thank you everybody for being here. Mwah. Big kisses to you all. I definitely appreciate it. I hope you guys have a wonderful night. And I will see you on Wednesday. Believe! Dirk.
I can't carry anymore.
Almost.
Overburdened.
Almost. Alright. Good night, everybody. Peace. Catch you guys later.